The air crackled with anticipation. A sea of red hats filled the arena. It was a classic Trump rally. The crowd buzzed with excitement. Enter Tony Hinchliff, known for his raunchy humor. His set ignited controversy. Jokes about Puerto Rico and Latinos drew groans. The audience seemed unsure how to react. This was political theater, and Hinchliff was playing with fire. Tony Hinchliff is no stranger to controversy. His comedic persona, Kill Tony, is built on it. A regular at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles, Hinchliff hosts a popular podcast where he roasts aspiring comedians. His style is abrasive, confrontational, and often downright mean. Hinchliff's humor thrives on pushing boundaries, on saying the unsayable. He revels in discomfort, in the nervous laughter that comes from hearing a taboo topic aired out in public. He's not afraid to offend, and in the world of stand-up, that can be a badge of honor. But this time, the stakes were higher. This wasn't just a comedy club, it was a political rally, a platform with far-reaching consequences. Hinchliff's appearance at the Trump rally raised eyebrows from the start. His brand of humor, often criticized for being racist and sexist, seemed at odds with a political campaign already mired in controversy. But perhaps that was the point. In an era of political polarization, Hinchliff's act was a litmus test, a way to gauge the limits of acceptable discourse. The room was charged with nervous energy. Some in the audience laughed along with Hinchliff's jokes, their red hats bobbing in amusement. Others sat in stunned silence, their faces etched with discomfort. The air hung heavy with the weight of unspoken thoughts, the tension palpable. Hinchliff, a seasoned performer, seemed to feed off the mixed reactions. He pushed further, his jokes becoming more pointed, more inflammatory. He singled out a black audience member, making a crass joke about watermelon. The punchline was met with a smattering of applause, but the silence from the rest of the crowd spoke volumes. Even in the heart of Trump country, there were lines that couldn't be crossed. Hinchliff, in his quest to provoke, had stumbled into a minefield. His act, meant to entertain, had become a social experiment, exposing the raw nerves of a deeply divided nation. The fallout from Hinchliff's performance was swift and brutal. Politicians, pundits, and social media users erupted in a chorus of condemnation.
Democratic presidential candidate Tim Walz called Hinchliff's jokes reprehensible and un-American.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez took to Twitter accusing Hinchliff of spreading hate and bigotry.
Even some Trump supporters distanced themselves from Hinchliff's act. Alyssa Farah Griffin, a former White House official, called the jokes unacceptable and harmful.
The Republican National Committee, already on the defensive over Trump's own inflammatory rhetoric, remained conspicuously silent.
Hinchliff, for his part, seemed unfazed by the backlash. He took to Twitter to defend himself, claiming his jokes were taken out of context and that he was simply exercising his right to free speech. "People need to lighten up," he tweeted.
But for many, Hinchliff's act was no laughing matter. It was a stark reminder of the power of words and the responsibility that comes with having a platform. Humor in the line of fire. Hinchliff's performance at the Trump rally sparked a national conversation about humor in politics. Can we find humor in these divided times? Where do we draw the line between satire and hate speech?
In the age of social media, jokes can go viral instantly. What responsibility do comedians have?
Humor is subjective. What one finds funny, another may find offensive. In a polarized world, words have power.
Comedians hold a mirror to society, making us laugh at ourselves. But in the age of Trump, the stakes are higher.
Hinchliff's act reminds us that words have consequences. Sometimes laughter is the harshest verdict.